Welcome to C Sparkle's Corner. Today we're going to answer viewer messages. And the first one is from CHRISTOS, last name LIANOS. Shout out. Okay, it's about David's B15 22 caliber air pellet rifle, made of wood. Big one. And he says, I have a B1 rifle and it's honestly a great air rifle for the price. Thanks for the comment. Shout out. David appreciates that. He loves his little things like that. Okay, and next one is from Angela Wilson. Shout out to Angela Wilson. And it's a comment on the new Grayson vinyl sheet floor that's in the dining room down there. And she said it looks great out. Great. Shout out. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I wanted to go somewhere different with remodeling after we had to have so much of the house torn up to get rid of the cast iron pipes that collapsed. Okay, next is from Mackenzie Funk. Shout out to Mackenzie Funk, and he put a comment on Doctor Who's Vortex multiple and sonic screwdriver set. Great video. Also, that thing is bright. Thank you. Shout out. Next is from Adrian Ramaz. It's spelled last name Ramirez. Shout out, and it's about the South Shore Step 1 collectible storage platform. Bro, who's been chewing like that? Yo. Shout out. Yeah, Chris was chewing when he was doing that. Shout out. And that's not a good, well, somebody's made a comment. I'm going to make a comment on that. That's not worth buying. It didn't even last David a month. It collapsed down. It's just junk, so don't get it. He worked so hard to build that platform bed, and I got it because he wanted drawers underneath his bed, and it's just not worth the money. It's just junk. Okay, next is from OK Peace. Shout out to OK Peace. Christmas tree part 2, year 2020. She says, I like the new tree. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the comments on that. Her next 3 is positive about the tree. Thank you. I always wanted a white tree, but after I got it, where we always had green, I was insecure about it. But Doris had the idea for the snowman on the top, and we all 3 decorated the tree. It's in the other room, and it's really come out nice. And I really appreciate the comments because it makes me feel better, like I made a good choice. Because I'm never going back to a green tree. And I did research on a white tree, and it means purity and kindness, so for a white tree, so I like it. Next is from Keith Chamberlain on how to cook a 15-pound turkey in a rival roaster oven. It says the water is boiling. That is a roaster, not water. Shout out. Thanks for the comment. That was funny. Next is a comment from EDINSON, last name ROSALES, Rosales. It looks like Edison Rosales. If I didn't pronounce it right, I'm sorry. And it's how to make homemade sushi, how to make homemade slushy with a blender, quick and easy version 2. Lots of laughs. I love when Mommy says cold. Thank you, shout out. Okay, next is a comment from MIREYA, Yim, and that's last name is YIM. Shout out, and it's about the Homo Martin PU leather swivel hydraulic bar stool, how to assemble. And there is something for everyone on Wood Glue website. Shout out. Thanks for the post. Next is another comment from Mike Best on David's B1 5.5 22 caliber air rifle. Good gun, man. I'll bet you love it. Very good guns. Even the B3. I have a B3. Awesome guns. Shout out. Thank you. And shout out to Mike Best. And next is another one from OKP's on the afternoon walk with Sea Sparkle. The sky is pretty. Thank you. Shout out. I thought it was too, and I wanted to do something a little different. Next is a comment from Matt Simmons. Shout out. Trademark enormous carbon steel sword, 68-inch. Huge sword. Insane. Yeah, that sword is insanely big. Shout out. Thanks. Next is how to cook Tudor microwave hot dogs in a bun. Super easy. Cool One says, I disagree. Shout out. Well, I thought it was easy. Super easy. Shout out. Everybody's level of cooking is different. So thanks for the shout out. Okay, next is from Robert Bottoms. Shout out. Core chicken flavored rice and microwave chicken in the Ninja cooking system done by the Masked Man. Thanks with a comment 3. You're welcome, Robert. Shout out. Next is OKP's on comment on Sylvia's Christmas tree, Xmas tree very pretty, and OKP said shout out very pretty. Shout out to OKP's. And next is a comment on Nan's facial wax strips, hypoallergenic, also skin for all types of women. OKP said thanks for the tip. Shout out. Thank you. Hey, I'm glad that tip helped, because with this virus and going on, we're all in a situation where we have to modify things we do, and that includes not getting our face and nails done for safety reasons. And so I was glad I found it. And by the way, my daughter, she tried it too, and she liked it. So it was good on her skin as well as mine. I don't know if men could use it or not, but women, I know women can. Okay, shout out. Thanks for the tip. Next is a tip from Jordan Lichtey. Shout out, and it says the fish name is Dory. And yes, thank you for that, posting that. I did correct the spelling because I accidentally spelled Dory's name wrong. Finding Nemo's birthday cake, Finding Dory with Sea Sparkle. That was for Dorothy's birthday. And the next shout out is 087JHOOD25 on Zadrin's crayfish, shrimp, and crab boil. And he put a sad face there. Yeah, I was sorry. I didn't like it either. Thank you. I'm glad you agree. Shout out. And next is from CEE. Shout out to CEEC. Upgrades of pool and reopening. It must be good to be out and about again. Yeah, it was. My mom and I did enjoy swimming in the pool after it had been shut down for upgrades for almost a year. And so it's nice to have it open again. But my mom and I both agree we only go out there when we're the only ones in it, because there's like hundreds upon hundreds of people in that complex. Next is from OKP, say nice pool, shout out. It was for the same comment on the same pool. Thank you. And next is how to cook 2 chickens in the rival roaster with David Antillo. This was his recipe from Backwater Bass 72, saying yuck. You might think yuck, but with chicken was yummy, just delicious. Okay, next is Sebastian Moreno with a Ducky Car Wash 101 Ford Mustang 216 detailing your car. Great way to scratch your paint. Brushes hold so much dirt and road grime. Please don't do this if you care about your paint. Thank you, but that brush was very soft, and it was a new brush. And we no longer have the Mustang. That's been long gone, so, but thank you. And next is another comment from CEE. Shout out again. I really appreciate all these comments. I'm so grateful. Assemble Amazon Basics kitchen roll-in microwave cart on wheels for storage. Looks like a pretty good product, but I no longer buying anything from Amazon. I don't want to support a company that pays people so poorly. Keep up the videos though. Okay, thank you. Shout out. Shout out. And just let everybody know this site does not get involved with politics. Thank you. Um, we don't really make any money at all on this site because it's such a small site, and so we just mainly do it for pleasure because, well, we're not big enough to make any money yet. So shout out. Thank you. And with Amazon's constant change, YouTube's constant changing to make it harder and harder for small sites to survive. We appreciate all the comments. We just do this for our friends out there and our viewers, and our viewers are also considered our friends, so thank you. We appreciate all of that. And where our money's tight, we have to go where we can find things for the least amount of money, and I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat with this shutdown. Money is tight for everybody, no matter who they are. And I know we all appreciate all of our viewers. Thank you. And that's my last rant on that. I won't discuss finances again, but I do have a couple things up there, money-saving tips, and if I think of any more, I will try to put them up there, so thank you. Okay, JMighty21 commented on how to assemble a metal futon frame part 7. Yeah, okay, I've been struggling with part 7 for the past hour. Hey, if you have any questions about that, if you have any questions about how to assemble that part and everything, just post it in the comment section, and I'll have David come on and answer that, because he's the one who assembled it. And oh yeah, you said lots of laughs. Yeah, okay, lots of laughs. I've been struggling with part 7 for the past hour. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm glad the video helped you. I'm sorry I didn't catch the lots of laughs, so I'm glad that helped you. Shout out. Thank you, JMighty21. Appreciate it. Next, 3 comments are from OK Peace. The first one is Household Essentials Outdoor Parallel Style Clothes Dryer. From OK Peace. David, you did a great job. Looking good. Shout out. Thank you from OK Peace. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. And Doris is recording it, and she'll tell David on your comment. Whole new floor finished. Very pretty. Thank you. Appreciate that. I couldn't stand that hall another minute after they cut it up. Oh, it was terrible. Okay, next was Arkham Peel and Stick floor for the hall redo floor. Looking good from OK Peace. Thank you. Next is from Family Ross. Shout out. On the Hercules Series 21-inch extra wide black dot pattern church. We just got one of these chairs and we had no screw or instructions. Well, I hope this video helped. And we got our screws. They do fall out of the box. We just went to Lowe's and bought some. So they fall out of the box, or you could call the company and get them replaced. And I'm glad this video helped with the instructions for you. Our instructions didn't fall out, so David didn't even use instructions anyway. He just followed his nose. Thank you. Shout out. I'm glad this video was there for you. Assemble Amazon Basics kitchen rolling cart storage microwave storage wheels from OK Peace. Awesome, looking good. Shout out again. Thank you, OK Peace. Next is from Monica Chipman. Assemble Amazon Basics kitchen rolling microwave cart on wheel storage. Thank you. You're welcome. Shout out. I'm glad these videos that I record when we're assembling products are helping people out there. It makes me feel good knowing we're doing things to make you happy. How to build a new Mideast expandable guinea pig habit, and lots of new stuff from Sydney Scott. Shout out. Thank you. Very helpful. Thank you. Shout out. Thank you. I'm glad that helped. How to make homemade chicken pot pies with sea sparkles from NYLA Psalms. That's PSALM apostrophe S. Shout out. Thank you for this recipe. I'm going to try it tomorrow. You're welcome. Next is update September 26, 2020 home improvement from Mickey M. Shout out to Mickey M. Looks amazing. Great job. Shout out to our Mickey. Next is from Princess Dulshock on the update on September 26, 2020 home improvement. Would love to hear more about your husband. I don't think I've ever heard you mention him. Okay. I mentioned him occasionally, but he passed away many years ago when David was little. He was Army. He was Army. He was Army career man, and he had died in result of how do I put it kindly? He passed away as a result of the military. You can't be in the Army without it affecting you, and it affected him, and he passed away as a result. So it's hard for me to talk about him, but recently I know I haven't mentioned him. But thank you. Love y'all. Thank you. Shout out. Bye. Wesley's birthday party, February 24th, 2020, from Lucky Goo. G-U-U. Lucky G-U-U. Shout out to Lucky. Oops, how did I miss this? A super late happy birthday from Delaware, Colby. Thank you, shout out. I'll tell him you said so. And update on September 26th, Home Improvement 2020 from Lucky G-U-U. Shout out to Colby. Again, shout out. Hello from Colby in Delaware. Hi. Shout out, hi. Lucky, hi. Appreciate all these messages. Update September 26, 2020 home improvement. Coming along good from OKP. Shout out. Okay, I'm going to give you a 2 thumbs up since you gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, OKP. Shout out. Okay, next is how to make ground turkey burgers on the George Foreman grill. Very juicy. From K Dow. Shout out. How long do they stay on the grill for? Well, it depends upon the size of the burger. Maybe 5 minutes at the most. But you can pick up the top of your George Foreman grill and look in it. And you don't have to turn them over. Well, the video, I guess I must have shut it off and turned it back on. But it's cooks very fast in the George Foreman grill. 5 minutes at the most, or 10. Not even, maybe even that. Our George Foreman grill, rest in peace, passed away a long time ago. It no longer works, so we don't have it anymore. So, otherwise, I would redo that video just so I could tell you the time. So, since I didn't mention how long to cook it, apologies. But you can check it. But like I did when I cooked it a few minutes, I picked it up and looked at it. If it looked done, it would, and I stuck a little toothpick in it to make sure it was done. So I hope this helps you. But I don't even think it was 5 or 10 minutes. It wasn't even 5 minutes. Cooked very fast. But it depends upon how thick your burgers are. The thicker they are, the longer, the thinner they are, the shorter amount of time. Thank you. Okay, next is from K-E-L-I-C-H, last name M-A-E-B-A-R-A. Shout out from Ramen Noodles Recipe and Beans Tuna Fish. I'm pretty sure this is a prison hack. This is something that they eat in prisons, and they make the ramen and tuna. I forgot what they call it. I don't know. I've never been to a prison, so I can't say. I just know my son did it. It's not a prison hack. It was just a recipe that we came up with because I went through feast. Hey, I like tuna fish and I like ramen, so it got put together. It is not a prison hack. So I wouldn't know what they call it or anything because I've never been to prison, neither has my son. And goodness, I'm glad to know that in prisons they serve good, yummy food. And I always add a bit of Parmesan on top of it to make it taste even better. So thank you. Shout out. Next is Hamilton Beach, but I'm sure that person put it as a joke. So they must have, I'm sure it was a joke, so lots of laughs. Shout out. Next is Hamilton Beach Slow Cooker Product Review Crock Pot New. Okay. From Denise Cameron, shout out. Damn, he never once said excuse me. I know, my son must have had a cold or something, or his allergies were acting up when he was recording it. So I'll say excuse me for him, excuse me. I don't think he just wanted to talk on the video, although later on he started. Okay, next is how to make the best ramen and chicken strips recipe. From I Love Nico, Nico. Are you guys brothers? I have to relook at the video to see who was doing that recipe. The other guys who was on the video was my son, which was either Chris or Dale or something. They weren't brothers, but at that time they felt like they were brothers to each other. They were best buds. So shout out. Okay, next is VH. Shout out to VH1 on the Zatarain's Crab Fast Shrimp and Boil in a Bag product test in the Ninja cooking system. Awesome. Shout out. Thank you for the nice word. Awesome. I always like hearing good words. Next is David and Doris Christmas gift large TCL Roku Smart TV from Princess DualShock. Shout out. Shout out. I wish my mother-in-law was as sweet as you are to your daughter-in-law. I've been with her son for 5 years now, and she's never told me that she loves me and is always in a bad mood when I'm around. Well, I'm sorry, Princess DualShock, but I guess I'll pray for your situation, and not all mother-in-laws are as good as me. My son has never met his mother-in-law, so that might be a blessing. So just think of this, Princess, okay? The best thing I can tell you is hey, I may not be your mother-in-law, but I send out love to you. Because you're my viewer, so if you want a mother-in-law who's sweet as me, hey, shout out. I'll be your virtual mother-in-law who is sweet. Yeah, sweetie. Love you. So I hope that put a smile on your face. Special message from me to Princess DualShock. I appreciate all my viewers.